Hey guys, sorry for my lateness. I do apologize on that. So thank you for coming in and watch. And we are going to basically review the Morbius movie that I watched earlier today. I'm going to start off the start off this video, this live stream, basically spoiler free. So that way, if you haven't seen the movie, um, you're not going to get spoiled, unless you've already heard a lot in the news on the internet, basically. I do appreciate the guys who have already came in and have started in the comments. Thank you very much, Mystic Shadows. It was a fail. That's a question. It was a fail. Maybe Jared just can't act. Actually, Jared Leto is a good actor. He. It just depends on the role he does. I fucking can't stand him as the Joker in the DC universe. I mean, that's just me. He has done some other acting that is all right, but for the most part, um, he is a good actor, and he is actually one of the better parts of this movie. Definitely, in my personal opinion. Zach also said Jared has so much bad luck. He does. He does. He wants to do like this kind of role that would hopefully get him, more noticed and everything. That's why he took on the Joker and everything, and it has not worked out for him. It just hasn't worked out for him. Zach says this movie was awful. So basically, Morbius, if you don't know, is he's a Spider-Man villain. He's been in Spider-Man comics and the Spider-Man lore for a long time. He's the living vampire, Michael Morbius. In this movie, he tried to cure himself um, of a blood disease that he had that he was dying from, and turns himself into a vampire. I mean, comic books, you know that. So but that's what the story is. The movie itself was all right. It was all right for me. Um, it has a lot of fucking bad shit in it. I mean, just a lot of awfulness. A lot of awfulness. CGI was fucking horrible in this movie. I could not fucking stand the CGI in this movie. There was a lot of scenes where it just looked like a fucking jumbled mess. A lot of it was when he was the vampire and everything, and it was just wasn't good on the far as definitely the CGI part of it and everything. The villain that's in this movie is fucking lackluster. I wasn't. It's very predictable from the very get go. So therefore, you see what where it was going, and it suffers from exactly what a lot of first movies do. Um, any comic book movie, any first comic book movie does. Ant-Man, Iron Man, um, most unless it's like Batman or Spider-Man, those movies, he had those characters have a lot more villains, to pull from and stuff like that. Where characters like Iron Man, Ant Man, you don't have like a central villain that they can really pull from. So therefore, guess what? You're going to get the same. You're going to get a mirror version of the fucking hero of the in a movie, in this type of movie, and that's exactly what you get. And it's same thing that you've already kind of basically seen before when it comes to these movies. The movie is only an hour and 45 minutes long, which was a huge warning sign as well going into this movie, is because any movie that's under fucking 2 hours, you're like, okay, what did they fucking cut? You know, because Venom and Carnage, Venom Let There Be Carnage. That movie was under fucking, or right at 2 hours or under 2 hours or whatever. I can't remember anymore. But I remember it was short as fuck too, and it wasn't that good. I mean, there was so much more that they could have done with that movie. Is it watchable? Yes, it was watchable, and that's kind of where this one is. It's all right to me, but yet at the same time, it is bad, and you can see where they fucking bad editing, where scenes felt like they should have been longer and they weren't. They were a lot shorter, and it would jump from one thing to the other, and it was like, really? Why? Hold on one second. Oh, excuse me. So editing bad, CGI bad, acting as far as that, the acting, Jared Leto did great. Jared Leto embodied Michael Morbius, as far as from what I remember from from the comic book, and because I didn't read a lot of Michael Morbius Spider-Man comic books, but I know a little bit about the character. But they did a little bit with him. He did a good job as playing a Michael Morbius character, so I think he was fine. The girl was meh at best. The villain, like I said, fucking sucked. Tyrese is a stiff, just he's stiff in this fucking movie. I didn't care for his character. In fact, I liked his partner better in this movie. They play him and this other guy play cops in the movie, and Tyrese's character was just the. And then so the acting was pretty 50-50. I'll say 50-50 on that. Jared Leto was one of the highlighters of that. At least he did a decent job at it with what he was given, because you can see where this movie, where they wanted to do, but they had to go in a totally different direction. Oh, we have Venom. He's PG-13, but we're going to make a vampire movie PG-13. And you could tell it just was a fucking disaster. And I'll get that in the spoilers here shortly. As far as that goes, Zach says at least the Venom movies were fun compared to this. Not the first one, dude. I can't stand the fucking first Venom movie. I can't. I have still, I think, no, correction. I have watched it once since the movie release in its entirety. I have tried to watch it multiple times, but I cannot make it through it. I never can. Let There Be Carnage, I did rewatch that one. A lot of it because of the fact of, one, that's a shorter movie, but the Venom movies, and this is my biggest problem. And I think with this movie and the Venom movies, these are Spider-Man villains. I'm sorry, but this is my mentality, and this is where I'm coming from. These are Spider-Man villains, and you are making movies about them without fucking Spider-Man. That, to me, is a failure. And I'm sorry, but I believe the same thing is going to fucking happen with Kraven and everything. Because, I mean, okay, you're going to put the Chameleon in Kraven as his brother. Okay, so I'm going to guess he's going to probably be, the Chameleon is going to be the fucking villain in Kraven movie. I'm willing to bet. But again, there's another one that's going to be without fucking Spider-Man. You're trying to make the Spider-Verse happen without fucking Spider-Man. You're not putting them together. And it was just, it was just crazy. It was stupid. Zach also sent it, saying the end credits made no damn sense. I'll get to that in spoilers, Zach. I'll get that here in spoilers, because, yeah, I don't want to give away on that, because I would say I was just irritated by that too. But the movie, the reason why I think it was all right was because, I don't know. To me, a movie, if I can go back and watch it again, if I feel like I can go back and watch it again, then it was an all right movie. Am I going to watch it a lot? Fuck no, I'm not going to watch Morbius a lot. I won't. I will probably pick it up on stream once it becomes available on digital, and then who knows how often I'll watch it. Because here's what happens. Okay, so I just got done seeing the movie not too long ago. So therefore, I am still what is considered the honeymoon phase of the movie, even on bad movies. Even on bad movies, you can still say, okay, the movie was all right. But later on, I might say this movie is fucking god awful. I'll never fucking watch it again. Or I might say the movie is still all right and still never fucking watch the damn movie. Great point in case is Eternals. Eternals is a good movie. I don't mind the movie, but is it a movie I want to go back and watch a lot? Absolutely fucking not. I have still yet to get that damn movie. Shang-Chi is that way to me. Um, I will say, as far as Marvel movies go, I will say it's better than fucking Elektra. Morbius was better than Elektra. It was better than Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. But it is probably on par with Ghost Rider, the first Ghost Rider, where it's all right. It's if I'm really bored, I could probably watch it. Mystic Shadows that bad? Well, yeah, it's definitely nowhere near. Here's the problem: we've gotten so many great comic book Marvel movies in the last 10, 20 years. Well, yeah, we're almost we're in 20 years now since X-Men, Spider-Man, and all that came out. So we've gotten so many good comic book movies since then. That and we've seen great movies, but they give us this shit, this bullshit. So I mean, oh, Zach, it's also another Spider-Man in this universe. It was confirmed, dude. There was nowhere fucking. I didn't see nowhere confirmed. Nothing. There's no Spider-Man as far as I know. The movie does because it was leaked before. So this ain't a spoiler. It was leaked before the movie came out that everything that you've seen in the fucking trailer was not in the movie. And there are a lot of fucking scenes in that fucking trailer that is not in this fucking movie. I'll tell you that. Every one of them, almost every one of those, every Spider-Man reference is not even in fucking in this book, in this movie. Every fucking one of them is not in this movie. They do this movie takes place in the Venomverse because they reference San Francisco. You know where what with everything that is happening with Venom. He does say the Venom line. That part was in the trailer. That is in the movie. But every fucking damn thing, Spider-Man, no sir, not in this movie. And to be honest with you, I had to. I turned off. I tried to turn off my Spider-Man brain, and I went into this movie trying to treat it as its character and just as a solo movie on this character. If I didn't know nothing about this character, or I knew just a little bit about the character, which is basically that's the truth. Um, and that's where I think I enjoyed a little bit. Is it a great vampire movie? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. I don't even care fucking for the vampire part of it. I think that was fucking stupid, and I'll get to that in spoilers as well. But yeah, Charles comes in and says, "Does this movie worry you for the Craven the Hunter movie, or wait to see?" Dude, I have no faith in Craven either. It's just like I felt with Venom, Venom Let There Be Carnage, and this movie. Um, the I, no one fucking asked for these fucking villain movies. They try to make a sympathy. They want you to feel sorry for the character. And granted, Morbius is a tragic character because he is just trying to cure himself, and he becomes a monster. That's the story of Morbius. But you can't make every villain into a hero. And they do that even in fucking horror movies these days. They want you to feel sorry for the villain, you know. Oh, you know, basically, because they did it with the Jason reboot, they did it with try to do it with the Freddy reboot, and they just want to make you feel sorry for it. And I'm sorry, it does not work. It does not work. And I can't stand that. And the thing is, Morbius, from what I understand, he has fought on Spider-Man's side a few times in the books, but he is not an anti-hero. He is not a hero. And basically that's what they tried to turn this movie into, is he's the next fucking hero. And I'm sorry, he's not. He is not a hero. Um, Even though they kind of lure to the fact that he is coming a villain, or he's becoming a monster. But hold on. Zach says this movie was so bad I would rather watch the first Fantastic Four movies with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans. Dude, those are a guilty pleasure for me, Zach. I actually don't mind those movies. I like those movies. It's Fan Four Stick I don't like. Fan Four Stick is a fucking piece of garbage, and I'm sorry, I want to watch Morbius over Fan Four Stick. But I would watch those Fantastic Four movies as well over Morbius. So yeah. Mystic Shadow says, I can't wait to see Craven myself. Dude, I like the actor that they got for Craven. I don't mind Aaron Taylor Johnson. But the problem is, again, it's the same thing as with Venom, it's the same thing as with Morbius. It is not he's not fighting Spider-Man. He is a Spider-Man villain. It will only work if he's fighting Spider-Man. This movie works if you don't think of him as Spider-Man, that he's a Spider-Man villain. But yet it still suffers from being a bad movie. Morbius, that's what it is. Misty says, I own the Fantastic Four movies. I do too. I got them on I had the DVDs, and then I also have them on my Voodoo as well. But the thing is, I don't own Fan Forced it. I don't own it. I watched it one time, and I was like, this is fucking hot ass garbage. I do not like this movie, and I won't watch this movie. To this day, now get this, I own Electro on my my digital collection, right? I even bought the DVD when it first came out. But yet, I have never watched it since since I watched it in theaters. I still have yet to watch it ever again since then. So, but yet, because I can't. It's a bad movie, but I own it because I own almost. I think I own all the Marvel movies except for Fan Four Stick. So, but Jesus, this movie, like I said, so I am going to go ahead and get into spoilers here, guys. It's been a little bit, so if you haven't watched the movie and you want to watch the movie without being spoiled, definitely click off, come back and watch the video, watch the stream later. I'll keep it up so that way you guys can watch it. So you're warned, fair warned, spoilers are coming now. But before I get into that, just one last thing. Bad CG. It was all right. It was all right, but it's not good. Hey, Jason, how's it going, sir? So yes, spoilers. Here it comes. Again, like I said, the movie was. I keep saying all right, but it is a bad movie. It really is. There's just so much wrong with it. The CGI, especially at the end fight, a lot of when they're ramping out and they're going all over the place, it's so fucking dark. You can't see them. There was the fight at the fucking end when he's fighting the other vampire. It's basically, it's a fucking jumbled mess. It is a fucking jumbled mess. And you can't see shit. It's all fucking dark and everything until they fucking land in the fucking sewer and everything. And then the end fight was so god awful to begin with that, just how he beat him and everything was just stupid in my opinion. It's just, I did not like the way the movie ended. I thought the movie ended like garbage, ended like ass. The end credit scene was fucking ass and confusing as fuck. Because we get the fucking No Way Home where the fucking sky is opening up, and then Michael Keaton appears in a cell. Okay, he's in a jail cell, and he just goes, I hope the food is better here. How the fuck you know you're in a fucking new dimension? How? Every other character from No Way Home didn't know they were in another fucking dimension at all. But this motherfucker says, oh, the food's better here. So he's now in the Venomverse, which doesn't make fucking sense to me. None. Oh my god. That scene was so fucking cringy and so stupid. It was dumb. Charles says, I've only seen Fan Four Stick once in theaters. Dude, I didn't even go to the theaters to watch that bullshit. I waited until DVD. I rented a DVD or Blu-ray, whatever it was. And then I watched it and I was like, nope, this is fucking ass. And I wish I could have thrown it away, but I had to return it. But Mystic says should be fighting Blade. Here's the thing: Morbius is going to be in the Venomverse. He is not going to have anything to do with Blade because Blade belongs to in the MCU and will be in the MCU. They're not going to do that. They're not even going to put Morbius in that motherfucker. So any hopes of Blade and Morbius going at it, you can basically chalk that shit up because it ain't happening. Sorry. Zach says, you are correct. It made no goddamn sense. And you know what? It didn't. It fucking didn't. Oh, he's going to be released because they don't know who the fuck he is. It's like, oh, his Adrian Toomes, he just appeared in a cell. We don't know who he is, so they're going to let him out. Oh my god. That was the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen as far as an end credit scene. And then, the studio, Sony, one, you push this fucking movie back 2 fucking years. 2 fucking years. Should have came out in 2020, but COVID made it where it got pushed back. And then you kept pushing it back. That's because you knew that this movie was fucking shit. You knew it. So, that's my opinion on it. But the studio, well, we got to keep it like Venom and make it PG-13. A vampire movie PG-13. This ain't fucking Twilight, okay? And there's parts where, yeah, he shows him clawing at him and shit like that, and you hear like the person like they're, oh my god, I'm bleeding out, but you see no blood. And then they had to come up with the idea of blue blood, where no, what's the, I can't think of the word right now, like prosthetic blood or something like that. Basically fake blood. They came up with that. Michael made this, fake blood, and it's helped millions and stuff like that. And basically, you made that so that way you can justify him drinking blood in this fucking movie. You know what that reminded me of? The Spider-Man 90s cartoon. They could not mention blood in that goddamn cartoon, so he sucked plasma and he had these holes on his hand. That's exactly what it reminded me of. This fucking cartoon ass fucking shit. He is a vampire. He sucks blood. He drinks blood. And you steered away from that as much as possible to keep that fucking PG-13 rating. Again, living vampires should have been, it should have had blood. Granted, I constantly say a movie does not need to be rated R. You can cut away from like blood scenes and everything like that. But when you do it like that, where you make, okay, here's this blue blood, so we can keep it PG-13. Because you can't have too much blood, otherwise you're not going to get people in the seats. By the way, my fucking theater was empty. I could have probably almost said, my theater, you have to basically, you pick your seats when you buy your tickets. So that way you guarantee where you're going to be sitting when you get there. No matter what time you get there, you know where you're sitting. I could have went anywhere almost in that fucking theater in my screening because of the fact of there was nobody wanting to see this fucking movie. And this movie is going to bomb. I guarantee it. Bad word of mouth. The Rotten Tomato score is like, last I seen was like 16%. I'm pretty sure it's lower now. People are saying it's awful. So, bad word of mouth, yeah, this movie's not going to make shit. I wouldn't even be surprised if Lost City and the Batman make more than this movie this weekend. Just saying. Mystic Shadows, did I see Uncharted? No, I did not see Uncharted. I'll be waiting for streaming for when it comes on that. Or I keep saying streaming. Digital. When it comes on digital, I will probably pick it up then and add it to my collection and then watch it then and see how that is. Zach, I would watch Spider-Man 3 over this. That's a good one because I fucking can't stand Spider-Man 3. It annoys me so fucking bad when I watch that movie. Give me a month. Give me a month or a few months and see where I still stand with Morbius. Right now, I would actually watch Morbius again over Spider-Man 3. Only because Spider-Man 3 annoys the fuck out of me. But again, give me a couple months to get after the day I've seen this movie, let it marinate for a little bit, and then I'll probably be like, nope, nope, I'd watch Spider-Man 3 over it. You never know. See, another good example is I said another all right movie was New Mutants, and New Mutants, I have yet still to watch that movie since I watched it in the theaters. It was an all right movie, and I still do like the movie. It has problems, but I do like the movie. I own the movie, but I don't have not watched it again. So, so we'll see. Zach says at least I had fun with Spider-Man 3. Dude, I can't have fun with that fucking movie. I don't think there's a fucking fun part in that fucking movie. Every part of that movie. I mean, it's above Batman and Robin, but it is, oh my god, no. I can't with that fucking movie. It just they ass rape fucking Venom. The first time I get to see Venom on the screen, they got fucking Tobey Maguire going to down the goddamn street, fucking dancing like an idiot, and it just they turn Harry into the fucking new Goblin with a fucking ski mask and a damn fucking a snowboard. They could have made that movie so much fucking better. Everything, okay. Sandman. Sandman is the only good thing about that fucking movie. So, all right. Anyway, back to the chats. Charles says, "What do you think of Moon Knight?" I just got done watching the first episode of Moon Knight. Halfway through, I wanted to turn the fucking shit off. I actually did. It started getting better on. It's got me interested a little bit to see what the fuck is going on, but it's confusing as shit. So I'm gonna give it still a shot. It's only 6 episodes, so I'll probably give it I might watch it all. I've watched all the Marvel shows so far, with the exception of I never finished or watched all the episodes of What If because I'm not an animated guy. And when it comes to animated, basically if it's not like Pixar Disney stuff, I really don't watch it. I mean, I'm a He-Man fan, and I have not yet watched Revelations Part 2 and second season. And I did 1 episode of the season 2 of the other He-Man show. It's just, all right, I can't get into animated. And that's like everybody's telling me, are you going to go check out Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 when it comes out this fall? I'm like, do you realize I'm a Spider-Man fan, but I've only watched the first Spider-Verse movie once. Only because I don't get into animated movies and I don't like really watching them. I don't know, it's just that's just me. I'm sorry. So, Zach says Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2 were both more enjoyable than this. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, there's a lot of movies that are more enjoyable than Morbius. A lot of the MCU, almost all the MCU movies, I would watch over this. Right now, I'd probably watch Morbius over Shang-Chi and Eternals, only because they're probably now my least favorite. In fact, I'll have to probably do a new MCU rankings soon to add those. I think I'll wait until probably Doctor Strange and maybe Thor before I do them though, to do another one. To go ahead and get those 2 because we're not getting Black Panther until November. And that's another thing. I released my Thor video, right? And because I figured the trailer is going to be coming. I mean, we're right April now. You know, we should be getting a trailer finally for it. And we're still ain't got a trailer for it, and it comes out in July. I mean, unless they're waiting for fucking Doctor Strange. It's the only thing I can think of, at least. But, by the way, speaking of rankings, I do have a Pixar ranking video I'm going to probably upload tomorrow, guys. So I wanted to have a little fun, and I've never ranked like the Pixar movies or anything like that. And there's like 20 of those. And believe me when I say that was actually a hard ranking to do because a lot of those movies are really good. So But I'm going to be doing that. I have that video coming soon. I did want to, like I said, get on here and discuss the Morbius, Morbius review basically on this. The movie being ass, because that's kind of what it is. Again, the movie is hard. The movie, like I said, is awful. But some people might enjoy it, and it could be watchable again for some people. I'm that person. I'm that dumbass that will watch bad movies over again and try to give it a second chance. But yet there are some bad movies I will refuse to fucking watch again. Electra, Van Forstick. I won't watch them again. Zach, do you like the X-Men movies more than this? Hmm. Um. Yeah, there is X-Men movies. Yes, I do like X-Men movies. I'm trying to think. Is there a bad X-Men movie that I'd rather watch? Um. I'll watch X-Men 1 over this. I'll watch X-Men 2 over this. I'll watch X-Men 3 over this. Yeah, I'm thinking about X-Men Origins Wolverine. Again, here's another point. The Wolverine movie is a good movie, but it's not one I go back and watch. I don't watch that movie over again. I just don't like really watching it. People love fucking Logan. Love fucking Logan. And don't get me wrong. Logan is a good movie. Logan is a good movie. Is it overhyped? Fuck yes, it is. The reason why I think the reason why it's so overhyped is because, oh, let's do an R-rated one. So people fucking love R-rated. Maybe Morbius should have been fucking R-rated, I guess, at this point. But I'm gonna tell you right now, an R rating would not fucking save this movie. They cut too fucking much out of the movie. The CGI was awful. Some of the acting was awful, especially the villain. This childhood buddy becomes the villain, and of course, like I said, it suffers from the same thing the Ant-Man, Iron Man movies. You know, villain first movies. They face a villain that's a mirror version of them, or the worst version of them. So he takes the serum too. He's a vampire too. The only difference is he drinks the red blood, not the blue blood. Oh my god, there's so much wrong with this fucking movie. See, and that's why I said, give me a few days where I guarantee you I might not be saying it was an alright movie. I might not. Because it was there's a lot wrong with it. So Dark Phoenix. There's another one right there, Mystic. I've only watched Dark Phoenix once. Once. Um, it just it. I think it's an all right movie. So yeah, I think Morbius is on the lines of Dark Phoenix. Probably. It was an all right movie. Will I go back and watch it? I will say I'll go back and watch it, but I have not yet watched Dark Phoenix again. It's there for me to watch. Morbius will be there for me to watch. Question is, when am I going to go back and fucking watch it? So that's where I'm going to put Morbius, right there with fucking Dark Phoenix, because that's where it would be for me. Wow, Zach, I would slightly put Green Lantern over this. Green Lantern, I've only watched once. I can't watch that movie either. The only thing I like Ryan Reynolds. I like my screen. The best part of the Green Lantern movie was Mark Strong as Sinestro. That was like the perfect role cast. That was the only part. Every fucking damn thing else I hated about that movie. Every fucking damn thing else. And I've only watched that movie once. I can't watch that movie. See, that's where that was a bad movie. That was just a bad movie. I don't go back and watch it. I won't want to go back and watch it. I own it, but I won't go back and watch it. Um, I really had to be like just nothing. I mean, I'll go back and watch Predator, one of my favorite movies of all time. I'll go back and watch it for the 85th time before I watch Green Lantern for the second time. So, but no, I think putting Morbius with Dark Phoenix is probably right around where it would be. Because, like I said, it was right now. It was all right. I can go back and I'll watch it. Would you watch Wonder Woman 84 over this? No, no. Wonder Woman 84 is a movie that I will only ever watch one fucking time. To be honest with you, keep in mind, I've only ever watched Wonder Woman once, the first one. That is a great movie. That is a great movie. It's a good movie. It wasn't my cup of tea where I want to go rewatch it though, because I'm not a Wonder Woman fan. But Wonder Woman 84 was just a fucking bad movie. I would watch Green Lantern over fucking Wonder Woman 84. I just would. At least I can enjoy shit out of Green Lantern. Wonder Woman 84, the only thing that I liked about that movie was Kristen Wiig. That was the only fucking thing I liked about that movie. And it just fucking sucked that she was only cheetah for like 5 fucking seconds in the dark. So, Wolverine WRG, Thor Dark World was boring as hell, but I would watch that over this. Thor Dark, when it comes to MCU movies, almost every one of them is going to be over this. I can watch all the MCU movies over again. Even Ant-Man and the Wasp and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Those are like always I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is at the bottom of my list on my MCU films before Shang-Chi and Eternals and all that came out. So, and I would rather watch them over this because they're better movies than this was. So, yeah, Zach, all MCU movies beat this. Sony doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just trying to keep their fucking license to the Marvel to these characters. That's the reason why we have so many Spider-Man movies. Why we keep getting reboots of them and everything. Because here's the thing: they made it where Tom Holland they can stop with Spider-Man at that point. At this point, we know in 2 to 3 more years we are going to get another Spider-Man movie with or without Tom Holland. And that's another video I'm actually going to be doing soon. How when people are wanting the studio, we want fucking Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4. Sony will never do them. They will move on and make another Spider-Man before we ever. They consider those series done. The only way we'll see those characters again is if they do another Spider-Verse movie. So, and I'll do a whole video on that because I think that's or I might actually do another live stream with just that alone because that is a whole new thing there. Zach says Ben Affleck Daredevil was better than this. Absolutely, I'll go back. I like Daredevil. I think Daredevil is a good movie. Well, not a great movie, not a good movie. It's an alright movie as well. Daredevil, that's where Morbius. Morbius is along the lines of Daredevil. So yeah, there you go. But at least Daredevil, I'll go back and watch. I'll go back and watch Daredevil. I'll go back and watch The Punisher. You know, the first Punisher movie. I'll watch Morbius over fucking Punisher Warzone. That's for damn sure. Like I said, we have some bad Marvel movies. And most of the time, they come from the studios that don't know the fucking characters. Like I said, MCU movies, they are on higher a lot on those. Fox, Sony, they don't know what the fuck to do with these characters. They never have. I mean, yes, there was some good X-Men movies. The Deadpool movies are good. Fox did some. The Spider-Man movies, the Sony Spider-Man movies, they're good. There's some good ones. Because, I don't know. I don't like the Venoms. I don't like, yeah. And when it comes to like this whole Venomverse that they got going right now, I'll watch Let There Be Carnage. only because I could see Carnage, not because of Venom. I can't stand the Venom that we have. I don't mind the look of Venom. I don't like the fucking stupidness that they write him as. And you know, I like Tom Hardy, but I just can't buy him as Eddie Brock. You know, he's not the Eddie Brock that I grew up with. So that's the way I am. Wolverine, WRG. I like the Morbius movie, but like I said, it could have been. Oh, dude, it could have been so much fucking better. Like I said, you can see where the scenes were supposed to be fucking longer, and they fucking cut them because it didn't make no sense at some points in this movie. So therefore, it was like, okay, here's this, you know, what's going on, and then all of a sudden it jumps, and you cut it down to an hour and 45 minutes. Leave the fucking shit alone. Put it in there. It might have fucking made sense. That part reminds me of the fucking Batman versus Superman movie, Dawn of Justice, where I remember walking out of the theater and like, what the fuck was that? I was like, that was fucking bullshit. That was dumb. I was like, the only good fucking part about that movie was the fucking end. Was the fucking fight at the end. And to be honest, to this day, that is the only part that I watch on that fucking movie. That's another movie I don't fucking really go back and watch. Because I don't like it. And everybody's like, well, then watch the ultimate cut. Dude, that's fucking 3 hours. It's the same purposes as the fucking the Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's fucking 4 hours. Well, I ain't got fucking 4 hours to sit there and watch a fucking movie. When I watched the Zack Snyder's Justice League, I watched that bitch in 4 fucking days. Because I took my fucking time. I ain't got 4 hours, dude, to sit there and fucking watch. That's too fucking long to sit there and watch one fucking whole movie. I still watch today. Even today, I would watch Endgame. It'd still take me 2 days to watch that fucking movie. Or Infinity War. It might take me 2 days to watch that movie. Or if it does take me 1 day, that's because I fucking skip scenes. Because I do that a lot with fucking Infinity War. With Infinity War, I skip every fucking damn thing. I watched the beginning with Thor, but everything else I skip with Thor until he gets to Earth, and then I skip all the Guardian shit, except for when they meet up with Tony and Doctor Strange and Peter. So the fight scenes, I keep them, but as far as when they're fucking just sitting around talking, skip. So because the rest of the movie is good. All right, guys. So it hasn't been quite an hour, but I am going to go ahead and get out of here, because it is getting up to midnight where I am at. So therefore, I got to work tomorrow. So I do appreciate Zach, Wolverine, Mystic, Jason, all you guys who came in. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Charles, yes, Charles. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Who came in and commented and everything. I do appreciate all you guys coming in, sending me comments, chatting with me in this. Give me your thoughts on Morbius itself and everything. If you haven't seen it, do at your own risk. Just go into it knowing. That's kind of what I did. I went into it feeling it was going to be bad, and I took away when I left. It was awful, but it was all right. I feel I could watch it again. It just, I don't know when. Thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. I'll leave it. You know, if you're catching this video later, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of Morbius. I'll reply to you. And then, if you're not a subscriber, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Mystic comes in last. Charles says, "Have a good night." Thank you, sir. And Mystic says, "So I guess Morbius is worth buying." Dude, $5 bin. $5 bin. No, it just depends, dude. It depends on. I mean, me, I get my movies on a deal, so I don't pay full price for my movies. So that's why when I say I'll pick it up when it comes on digital, because I get a deal, so I don't pay full price. So therefore, and that's the reason why I said like Uncharted and stuff like that, is because I get the deals. So therefore, yes, I own them, but do I go back and watch them? That's why I said maybe the $5 bin. Mystic, rent it. rent it, or even if you catch like a matinee showing of the movie, check it out that way. Don't go to like a late night showing, because then you're spending too much money on this movie. And to be honest with you, it'll be in probably digital within 45 days, more than likely anyway. Because I know we're actually getting ready to probably have the Batman here soon, on digital. So they don't take long in theaters, especially when this one's not going to do that good. So it'll be on digital quick. Um, so at least 2 months. Then watch it if you don't want to go to theater. So, all right, guys, take care. Have a great night. Till next time.